mountain underwater near Guam. One sailor was killed and dozens of others were hurt in that incident.
Well, earlier this week, we told you about Army Lieutenant Colonel Paul Hayes, an Iraq war veteran who returned home with cancerous tumors. Now we've learned he's not the only vet whose cancer may be a result of their service in Iraq. Here's KUSI's John Soderman with a special report.
This is Army soldier Aaron Dial before he got cancer. And this is him after he got cancer. The government says Dial's cancer was caused by his service in Baghdad, Iraq. Most likely the result, Dial thinks, of exposure to depleted uranium. It all started with the discovery of a tumor so large it was impinging upon his trachea, making it hard to breathe.
My tumor was actually on top of my heart and wrapped around the arteries, and it was about the size of a grapefruit. I had some skin problems all over my body. My skin just started to kind of peel away, and rashes were forming. My hair obviously fell out. I spent a lot of time with zero energy.
Talk about his suffering.
It was difficult. Sorry,
It's okay.
One second.
It's okay.
I don't want to cry.
But the fact is, there could be good reason to cry. Dial served in the very same unit headed up by Lieutenant Colonel Paul Hayes, who also got cancer because of his time in Iraq.
It was right here in my neck. It got to about the size of a baseball.
Veterans groups say Dial and Hayes are not alone, that there could be signs Iraq is producing a situation similar to what happened with Gulf War illness, which sickened 1 in 4 vets, with the government saying for years it didn't exist. Aaron, do you believe that what happened to you, what happened to Colonel Hayes with these cancerous tumors, could be the beginnings of like another Gulf War illness type thing?
It's looking that way. I don't know what all the statistics are, but through my own experience, I have seen a trend. People returning from the Middle East have been, having symptoms and illnesses similar to what happened during the first Gulf War.
The main VA hospital in San Diego says so far there are no trends suggesting that Iraq could be producing a Gulf War type illness. But Congressman Robert Filner did weigh in on the issue, a congressman who's been a tireless advocate for veterans' rights.
Well, I hope it's not true, but I will tell you, we're not going to react like we did with Agent Orange during the Vietnam War or Persian Gulf War illness 15 years ago. We're going to have an openness on this and not just deny. If these reports get any more, we're going to have to, I think we have to go on the assumption that something happened that we need to deal with right away and not just deny it.
I can tell you love him a lot.
I think this is going to happen.
Oh. In the meantime, this brave couple is looking to the future, as Dial, for now, is cancer-free. They are just hoping to put behind them what has been one tough journey in their young lives. John Soderman, KUSI News.
Well, we now know where scientists doing research on stem cells will be able to get those cells from embryos or fertility clinics around the country that would otherwise be thrown away. Back in early March, President Barack Obama lifted restrictions on government-funded stem cell research put in place by the previous administration. In years past, scientists had to find outside sources of funding. Well, the new order will not allow federal funds for stem cells made through cloning. Something else new from this